Not your average pho video. Not your average pho bowl here. These are duck parts. We got some duck gizzards, some duck skin, some duck neck, and that's our beautiful duck pho broth.
Peking Duck for Thanksgiving. First time making it, and it came out not bad. Definitely need more practice, but it was a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner with some steamed buns, some pickled carrots, some cucumbers. But this video is about the duck pho that we're gonna make after the fact here. This is the carcass that I froze. Still plenty of meat left on it. And this is all the raw parts that I saved. Some fat, the wings that I cut off, the duck neck, and some gizzards. So 6 liters of high quality H2O. We're just throwing the carcass, our wings, the excess fat I cut off for that extra flavor. More fat, the duck neck bone, and gizzards, and I believe there's 1 heart in there. Don't forget the juices. Get everything in your high quality H2O and just bring it up to a boil here. Leftover pho with duck. You can use turkey, you can use chicken when you have leftover rotisserie chicken or turkey from Thanksgiving. So bring that up to a boil. And then we have our organic ginger. We're going to slice in half here. Skin on is okay. And our sweet yellow onion. We're just going to use half, not a full one here. And then we're going to char these bad boys up over the open flame. Get a nice char to release the fresh aromatics for the sugars. To release a little bit. To caramelize a little bit, to get some char, to get some extra flavor. Add your ginger to the boiling pot of greatness here. You see that yellow fat glistening. Don't forget your yellow onion. And we're going to let this ride for like 2 hours. And then next we're going to prepare our dry aromatics. We've got some star anise, cardamom pod, fennel, coriander, some dried earthworms, and some cinnamon. Slow roast for about 5 to 8 minutes without burning everything, just so the house smells like all the dry spices. And then we're going to add it to our spice ball. And boom, we got our fresh aromatics. This is our dry aromatics, and this is the journey from the duck broth to duck pho. Beautiful way to not waste the carcass, to not waste your chicken, duck, turkey. Just use every single part of it. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt here. And about like 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. Get that in. This is our first seasoning to the pot. And then I don't have any rock candy, but we're just going to add a touch of brown sugar. Give that a mix. Give it a taste. We're still early here. About 30 minutes in. Everything boiling together. So 2 hours total on heat. Should be good. Next, we're going to just prep our garnishes. We got our green onions. Save the ends, the whites. And then we're just going to slice up the greens. We got our cilantro here. Chop it up. Set aside. I like to do this in between because you got some time while the broth is boiling. So cilantro, green onions, and we got some red onions. You could use white onion. You could use yellow onion. Thinly slice in a separate container so it's easily stored in the fridge. Boom, and those are our garnishes. Next up, let's handle our broth here. So after 2 hours, turn off the heat and let this bad boy cool off before we work on it. Take out your spice ball. We're going to need to sift out all the goodies, the good and the bad, the edible and the inedible. So sift everything out onto a tray. The onions, the ginger, the meat, the neck, all the goodies, and then we're going to salvage whatever we can eat into our bowl here. The duck skin fat that I like to eat, the heart, the gizzards, all the meat from the carcass, the wings, the neck. We're going to salvage everything we can. Anything that is edible goes into the bowl, and everything else goes into the trash can. Next up, this is optional, but I like to transfer everything into a smaller pot and sift out all the last things that we can, and that is our final boss. Super clean broth. Let's get our pho noodles ready. Let's transfer from the medium pot to even a smaller pot to warm up individually. Blanch your noodles, add your duck meat. This one's for Kim, so it's all white meat and some dark meat. Our onions, our cilantro. Boom, look how pretty that looks. We got our bean sprouts, we got our Thai basil. And it's time for some leftover duck pho, a clean, super light broth. Thank you guys for watching. Happy New Year. Let's make a lot more pho this year. Let's make a lot more videos this year. And thank you guys for the support and watching and subscribing. I love you all.